there's a book called The Millionaire Next Door. It's an old book. And it was a research done on a thousand, I think, millionaires in the US. And one of the things that they discovered about the typical millionaire is that they don't look like a millionaire. The problem for us is that we believe that wealth should be shown. Like now that I've got a raise, everybody should know. But they showed that actually the people who actually grow real wealth, they don't. I think the one thing that people need to understand at this age is when you're in your 50s, it looks like a very long time. I remember when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, when I thought of somebody 50s, I thought they're about to die. Because, that's so long. Like, it's like I need to enjoy money now. I won't even be able to enjoy it. But I think the one thing I've come to understand is, I'm in my 50s now. I'm still young. I'm not about to die, unless God calls me home. And I can enjoy the wealth that I created. So the slogan that we sometimes teach at Couples of Money is live like no one else today, so you can live like no one else tomorrow. So if I want to live in the same neighborhood my friends are living in, because everybody has moved to this nice neighborhood. I want to drive the same car all my friends are driving because everybody's driving this car. I want to take my kids to the same school everybody else's kids are. Guess what? When all of them are struggling in their 50s, I will also be with them. So this is a time for you to make some really radical decisions. And I think the key lesson for me at this age is purpose. You need to discuss and discover what your purpose is. Purpose is really the thing that determines for you, when I become a billionaire, God willing, what am I going to do? Because if I'm a billionaire or a millionaire, I can't eat all the money I have. So what am I working for beyond money? Because once I discover that becomes my focus. And I stop hustling with everybody else. I get a longer term perspective. And I feel like when you have a longer term perspective, you don't panic. I can't go to Dubai like my friends for holiday. That's okay. A time will come when those things will happen. So you're able to then now look after the priorities in that season. Yes, I need to settle my parents, because if I don't, we will all sink. So maybe I need to get them on NHIF, and I need to figure out some kind of insurance. Maybe I need to bring my family together and we do a small fundraiser. We put up a small unit to earn mom something so that we don't have to be paying hospital bills every. You have to fight those fires. And if you don't keep a lid on your expenses, like Caro is saying, you will always be resentful. So if you always have that margin, the excess that we're talking about earlier with Robert, that excess allows you to be able to do the things you need to do now. So that by the time you get to a little older, you're at the place where you're not stressed. And one of the mistakes people make at this age, they take their kids to schools that they can't afford, because we somehow feel guilty if we don't do that. But if you remember, it's not the school that makes a child. It's actually the parental involvement. So I could even be looking for a job that takes too much of me so that I can afford to take the child to a really expensive school. And yet that is actually going at cross purposes. I need to be able to have enough time to input into my children as well. So there's a bit of a dance there. The purpose defines. So I stop running after money and I allow myself to seek purpose, and I believe money will seek me. And I think that's how the biblical perspective, seek God's kingdom, all other things follow. I think it's the same thing with purpose. As I seek the purpose I was created for, everything else will actually follow. Yeah.
Amazing. Pius?
Wow, what an amazing conversation here today. And so much more is going to follow in the month of April. So, see you all in the month of April at
the Financial Literacy Summit.